You crystallize, they crystallize me. I'm paralyzed, they crystallize me.
Now that's suddenly exquisite.
God damn! Hey! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
All of the blessings, all of the
All the
blessings.
blessings and rewards to you, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God!
Welcome, welcome.
Hey! What noisy today, huh? What noisy today, huh?
What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Tova, how you doing? My boyfriend. Who's boyfriend? I need answers. Everybody, welcome to the stream. Who's in here? Who's here on Twitch? Vince,
Uncle
Agassiu.
Vince. Uncle Vince.
How you guys doing?
Said the word of the day's legs. That was good.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing today,
A
man?
good guy. Good
Glad to be
guy.
here on this beautiful, what is today again?
It's
On this beautiful
a
Wednesday. Today we're doing something slightly different. Can y'all even hear us right now? This music's bumping, dog. Okay, you can't hear. Yeah, so we are doing something a little bit different today. We're just gonna be vibing, having fun, having a good time, talking, chatting, getting to know each other, exploring each other's body.
What?
Getting to know each other. And yeah, just overall, we're going to be having a good time today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. Let's see how much lower we can get this, because we are probably going to watch some videos as well. But welcome, 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 everybody. Repeat that? No. No. You're good. You're good. You're good. As always, room is in a complete mess, but you're not here for the room, are you? You're not here for the room. The Jedi are touching each other. No.
Whoa!
No, we would be touching you.
Consensually.
Yeah, with consent, of course. Because, it's the only right way to go. Anyway, pleasure being here with you guys. Aaron, thank you for the rose. What have you guys been up to? Because today has been quite busy. We were supposed to play Split Fiction today, but plans fell through, so we're just gonna stay here and chill for a little bit, because tomorrow is the big day. Tomorrow is the big day.
I'ma pull up flexing on these niggas like a rope.
Tomorrow is the big day. Tomorrow we're gonna be playing AC Shadows. So.
And say, yeah, baby. Like
Yeah.
that? Is that what you wanted to say? I don't know.
So actually, not too long ago, Dio actually just finished Invincible. I don't know how many of y'all are Invincible fans. And IGN literally gave Invincible a what was it, 4 out of 10 for the finale.
4 out of 10.
I can't even see why. Like,
I mean, it was just a glorified fight for an entire.
no. But then that was what the last episode of the first season was as well. I'm pretty sure the second as well.
Maybe they're tired.
Cause I can't imagine. Like, let me think about it. Like, what was wrong with it? I don't think.
Well, fundamentally, there were a lot of things wrong with it. You know.
Okay, so nothing. Yeah, but honestly, it was a solid season. I really enjoyed it. Silence go crazy.
You say all the other Viltrumites fear you, dog.
No, he's quoting the show.
Okay,
I'm so
good.
lonely.
Yeah, because that was heat. Nah, that was heat.
Yeah, it was really good. I don't think. I'm trying to think like objectively, like not even as a fan. Like I'm trying to think objectively, like what could have been wrong.
It was faced a bit weird.
I think okay. Granted, the fight was really long. I think maybe that was it.
The fight took forever. Like
Yeah,
realistically,
it was like the entire episode.
it should have happened. It should have finished like halfway through. Honestly, well,
It kind of did though, because there was still time for the Rex. Spoiler alert: Rex's funeral.
you could have just said the funeral without.
Well, spoiler alerts. You know. Oliver was a bitch nigga, bro. Listen, don't even get me started. Oliver was trash. I did not enjoy Oliver one bit.
Oliver was spitting facts.
Oliver was annoying.
I agree that Oliver was spitting facts. I don't have a problem with Oliver. Oliver was chill.
Oliver is a
Oliver was
piece of
chill.
shit, man.
Oliver was chill. You can see because like there was no human. He has no human elements about him
Yeah,
whatsoever.
when you think about it, he's not human.
Exactly.
He has nothing
So
human
like
about him.
he was acting like exactly how you'd expect like a teenage non-human to act, and I love it. I appreciate that.
He's half Viltrum, half that
Bug.
Thraxon. Yeah, Thraxon.
Bug.
So
Oh, Anon. We're good.
like 2 months
We're
old, yeah.
chilling, bro.
yeah, we're doing all right.
Is it 2 months old? No, he was like 10. No, 10 years old. No,
No, like
maybe like
his
2 months.
actual.
Like his actual age, but like
Yeah.
his sped up age is probably like he's probably gonna be a teenager in the next season.
No, he has to be. Like, in fact, if you watch the full story, I watched the full story. Like I caught up with the comics using a video, and it just gets worse. Like there's a happy ending, kind of like by the end of the series as a whole ends kind of on a good note, but like it's just fuck up.
I wish they made more movies like that where I'm just like emotionally drained
Yeah,
by the end.
like actively, like it's like you'll actually be worried.
Yeah. And like it makes
That's
you.
what I was thinking about.
Hey,
I
we
watched.
don't talk about Anissa in this stream. We don't talk about Anissa in this stream.
I watched.
That woman is a rapist.
I watched I rewatched the ending scene for Avengers Infinity War, and I remember just like the feeling of like dread. And we had to. They let that shit marinate for like a good like year.
Quietly.
Just watching
Quietly too.
like, oh, he snapped, what did you do? And then he disappears. And everybody just starts like fading away. And there's no music, there's no nothing.
Yeah.
It's just like we have to just sit with that.
They let that shit sit.
Infinity
for a
War
good
mid. What do you mean?
year.
What do you mean?
Infinity
What
War
was
mid.
better than Infinity War? Infinity War was even better than Endgame, if you ask me. Endgame was. I mean, it was long, I think. Yeah, okay, it's mid. Why? I heard you the first time. The message is still there. I can see it. I read it. But why is it mid? I can tell you why I like it. The the fact that it actually ended up splitting the two teams, and they basically had to try and fight Thanos on their own, but they didn't even know that they were technically fighting him together. That's one thing. Of course, the fact that like everything they didn't win, that's a new story. Overall, it was a Thanos movie. At the end of the day, Thanos's motivation and everything was kind of sensible. Like you could actually get where he was coming from, and he didn't feel like just a mustache twirling villain. He was like, okay, my planet got fucked. That's not cool. I don't appreciate that. So you know what? I'm gonna do what y'all can't do. And they're like, what? I was like, I'm gonna kill half of y'all. And they're like, hold on, wait. Wait. How about no?
I still don't understand why he didn't just double the resources.
No, because they would have finished anyway.
Yeah, but he could have just kept doubling them, no?
I guess. But you saw what happened to his hand when he snapped in the first place too.
Oh, fair.
Yeah,
fair.
so he couldn't he wouldn't have been able to.
But he has two hands.
Okay. So what happens when he so then why would he just double them? Why wouldn't he just quadruple them?
Exactly.
Or make them infinite?
Exactly my point.
I don't know. I think it's overrated. But yeah, but why? You still haven't answered. I just told you why I liked it. You haven't told me why it's made or why it's overrated yet. It was the best, but first is Ragnarok.
I don't.
Ragnarok.
That's tough.
Wait, Thor Ragnarok?
That's tough. That's a take.
That's interesting. Yeah.
That's a take.
Yeah. Yo, that's YouTube. What up,
What is
YouTube?
YouTube?
How you doing?
So,
What?
good, bro?
I can't see the name. But yeah, what's good, everybody? We are streaming. We're live.
People talk too much about it. Either I think you're just a hater, bro.
I think you might just say, like with all due respect, like we're allowed to have different opinions.
I think you're just a hater.
But I've asked you like 3 times now why you don't like it, and you haven't answered.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think you're just a hater.
And that's okay. You know, that's
Like,
okay.
yeah, like it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, like, and I'm happy that you can at least say, or I'm just. Like, I appreciate that.
I
you
respect
can,
it.
yeah,
I respect it.
I'm a hater too. There's lots of things that I hate as well. So, like it's fine. It's fine.
Oh my gosh, man.
That's crazy.
No, the honesty.
The honesty is crazy. Like I really like. Not many people are that self-aware. That goes hard.
Oh my gosh.
That goes hard.
Oh shit! I have to do my Duolingo.
Can we not see YouTube chat over here?
No, I still haven't worked out how to do it.
Multi-streaming?
No, it doesn't work.
Wow. Oh. It doesn't work at all.
No.
Interesting. I think mine works.
But yeah,
Say the stones are sentient beings, so they'll probably get upset with each demand. Sentient beings.
what are we streaming? We're just vibing. We're just having a chat, getting to know each other. I like the color red. That's my favorite color. You guys watch anime?
Hell
Kinda.
Yeezel.
Yeah,
Hell Yeezel. But we're behind. We're way behind on everything.
on everything.
The only thing when we're not behind on is, well, I'm not behind. I don't know if you are. It's Attack on Titan. That's about it. But JJK,
Oh, yeah, no,
behind. Demon Slayer, behind. My Hero Academia, behind. Spy Family, behind. Just everything behind. Just. Man hasn't had a second. I've had a second to just sit down and watch Harmony. Favorite anime character? So it seems like not much on YT so far. I'm alone. Bro, come over to Twitch. Come over to Twitch.
Come to Twitch, yeah. Unfortunately, so here's the thing, right? We stream to all these platforms because we want to reach you guys. But if we're being honest, the best, like the most active communities right now are Twitch and TikTok.
Yeah.
But mostly Twitch is super active. But yeah, we started streaming on YouTube to let you guys know that we do stream, and hopefully one day, like everything we can build it up. But for now, yeah, not too many people watch on YouTube, unfortunately.
Come over to Twitch.
But yeah, Twitch is free. Twitch is
Also, keep in mind that we
survive.
have the live channel.
We have the live channel. We're gonna start uploading very soon because we got a ton of VODs, which I need to download the latest episodes onto my hard drive. So remember to do that too.
Your favorite anime character and why?
Favorite anime character? I really like Saitama because he's boring. One Punch Man is probably till now still my favorite anime of all time. I don't know what it is. It just it does. I like how they have an OP character and they don't use him at all. Like in the whole show, he's like maybe used like maybe 5 or 10% of the time, where there's like, oh shit, what are we gonna do? Everybody's out there panicking. Yo, Rocket Funky, thank you for the follow on Twitch. How you doing? Welcome. Welcome. Take a seat and chill. Let's vibe. So yeah, Saitama for me, you know, the whole show is like, yo, like what are we gonna do? There's this giant ass thing that's gonna like destroy the town, destroy the city. I don't know what we're gonna do. We've sent all our heroes, all of them are dead. Like we don't know what's going on. Blah 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 blah. We shot everything. Blah blah blah. Blah. And then Saitama just comes in and he's like, yeah, okay, cool, boom. You know, I find that hilarious, and they built up, even with an OP character, they're able to build up tension in every single episode, or like the 2 seasons that they've had. I can't wait for season 3 to come out eventually. That's the only thing though, they're slow as shit when it comes to. Mine's got to be anime. Naruto. I saw Naruto. I said anime. Naruto is solid. Naruto is absolutely solid.
I think Naruto is solid. Yeah.
Delano, thank you, appreciate it. Thank you so much.
But like, who's my favorite character?
Oh fuck, I need to do my drawing.
That's tough.
Any chance you guys do if skits with anime topics?
Maybe Gojo.
If we think of one, yeah, maybe.
Maybe Gojo. Maybe.
No, Gojo is solid, yeah.
I think maybe Gojo.
His confidence is hilarious.
Yeah, probably Gojo. Either Gojo or Kakashi. One of those two. Because Kakashi just like.
It's pretty much the same character.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think about it? What do you think about it?
They just have aura, dog. They just have aura. That's true. We never did an if with anime characters. Anime topic. That's true.
So guys, what do you do there?
You should watch Dun Dun if you haven't. I haven't. Actually.
I watched the first couple episodes of that. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
That's a good point.
I watched that tonight actually. But it's on Netflix. They were releasing it weekly. That's why Netflix. I stopped catching up.
Best DC character?
Batman.
Batman is shit. Batman is shit. I'm thinking maybe like The Question, honestly. Oh no, not The Question. What's that guy's name? Shit. Not Trigon, not Raven. Probably. I want to say one of the Robins, actually. One of the Robins. I think maybe Tim Drake. Tim Drake is very solid. But also Damian Wayne. I really like Damian. I don't know why. I don't know, man. Definitely someone from the Red Hood. Yeah, I like Red Hood, but like, you know, his whole I'm upset, I'm angsty shit is kind of old.
I mean, he's not that way anymore in the latest.
Yeah, he's not. He's mellowed out a lot. He's not as edgy as he used to be. But yeah, it's not the same. Like it's so difficult because like if you said like Marvel character, I'll say Cyclops. Like easily, Cyclops is the best Marvel character that I've seen so far. But like DC is a bit difficult because DC is a bit more.
They're perfect, pretty much. They don't have too many flaws.
That's the problem. Like they're just like.
If you ask me, that's the difference between you know that quote that people say like DC is like gods acting like humans or something.
Yeah.
Or humans acting like gods, and Marvel is like gods acting like humans.
Yeah, that's accurate. Cause like it's tough, man. It's tough.
That's why I said Batman, because Batman is very flawed.
But they're all. That's the thing, though. They're all flawed, but like they don't. The flaws don't really like They don't wear their flaws. The way like, or they haven't had as big flaws as like Marvel characters have had. Like Iron Man's whole alcoholic era, for lack of a better word, that was a whole thing. And then when he became Superior Iron Man, that was another thing again. Meanwhile, Batman is just like, he had a situation where he was alcoholic, but it was a limited series. So, have you realized that both Mark and Night, I was reading that, Mark and Nightwing got the same last name, they have blue and white. Huh. And one of the shows their funny friend was red and yellow and died. Fair. Invincible on Nightwing. Honestly, when I was watching some of the spoiler alert, but like one of their invisible variants reminded me of Nightwing very much, actually. The one I think was the one with the mohawk. That one looked very much like Nightwing.
Yeah. Voice acting. Steven did it.
He has range, dog.
Yeah. That was 16 niggas, by the way.
Yeah. No, like that was like 19. Because he voiced the original one and then he voiced like all the 18 others. So yeah, 19. And then all the other people that he probably voiced as well. Since Gray is voicing everybody. Say the thing. Come to Twitch. Say the thing.
Say the thing is wild.
If you want to say the thing, come to
Say
Twitch.
the thing is wild. You gonna pay? How much you paying, bro? How much you paying? Throw some money at me.
The other remarks were insane. I wouldn't even keep you as a slave. Yeah, that was crazy. That was nuts.
That was literally the first thing that he said, right? Yo, KC, thank you for the follow on
Thank you for the
Twitch.
follow.
Let me give you a little whoop whoop.
Juicy.
Nice. Oh.
Oh, that shit was wild, though. That shit was wild. We talked
Yeah.
about it, that shit.
Yeah. All right.
Action is a bitch.
Action is so annoying, man.
Action is a bitch.
He's way too. What is it?
Like, what's that nigga live? I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Anyway, chat. Let's scroll a bit, right? I think we might have to wear headphones for this. How do we do this? I'm guessing you don't have your headphones on.
No.
I guess you could just lower it. Right?
Because we just mute ourselves and then.
Yeah, but then we can't give input. I think that should be okay.
While seeing power parts and using them to get scenes. I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Did you not watch the first episode?
No. What the fuck?
The show is weird. The show is weird.
It sounds like Prototype though, low key. Oh no, it sounds like, oh my god. I don't know how many people played this game. Shit, what's it called? It was like in. Chad, help me out here. It's a space game, but it's like a Souls-like at the same time.
Surge?
Surge, yes, Surge.
Yeah.
Surge 1 and 2. That was so good. Oh my god.
Put
What?
Put it on stream.
That was good. I would never go back to it though, but it was it was good.
What do you mean never? Why never?
Because it was tough. It was very tough.
One game I want to play on stream at one point is what's that game that Mark played that is in space as well? Where you have the mimics. It was made by Bethesda, I think.
Outer World.
Oh fuck no shit. You
Stargate?
shit, no shit. Chat. Help! Help! So why wouldn't you go back to it?
It's because like I don't know. At the time when I played it, it didn't hook me as much as I wanted it to. Like it felt like I was playing Control, but like
Control's another one.
yeah, Control's really good. It felt like I was playing Control, but like a Souls-like of Control, and that made it very like it was a bit janky for me personally. Like the idea of cutting off a part so that you can now add it, now use it as a weapon is dope. But like,
Tmrw, what's good? How you doing?
in
Sorry.
practice, you actually have to like farm that thing for a little bit. Like you have to know in advance that what parts you can cut off to use as a weapon or as armor.
It's called. Oh fuck! Shit! It's like a pre. It starts with a P.
Prey?
Prey! I think that's it, right? The one in space with mimics and shit.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah. That game looks fun. I've never tried it, but it looks fun.
Yeah, exactly. See, it's messed up. I would. Okay, here's what I'll do. Right, I'll go back and I'll play it just for the sake of like going back and playing it. But like maybe platinum it because I don't remember if I platinumed it. But also like I could also play Surge 2 instead because I don't think I played Surge
I can't
2.
believe that game got a sequel.
It was a good game. Honestly.
Yeah, but like I've barely heard anything about it. That's what I'm saying.
That's why I'm really surprised about that actually. Because it was like my experience aside, it was solid up until it wasn't. You know what I mean? Like it was,
Yo, baby Brown, how you doing?
even from that first boss that you fight, like beating them is so good, and because it's like an industrial factory, a lot of times that whole megalovania thing where you go back to where you were before happens a lot. So like there's a section where you fight like the first boss, you beat him, and then like 2 chapters later, you're outside, and then you go up and you just keep going up, and then you find out that you're on a walkway that passed where you fought the boss, and it was cool. It was cool.
Level design.
It was cool.
Have
But
you watched
yeah.
JoJo? No. I watched the first episode of the very first one.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And I didn't have the attention span.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because chat,
yeah,
I played The
yeah.
Witcher 3. I played like 8 hours of The Witcher 3. I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
I played about 2 hours of Red Dead 2. I didn't
Yeah.
enjoy it. So I think these are things like when I reached them, I just didn't have patience to like sit down and actually appreciate.
Yeah, I
it.
played The Witcher 3 and I
Yeah.
soft locked myself.
But,
I killed one of the main NPCs, and so I couldn't progress the game. And I was just like, oh, okay.
I probably just need to when The Witcher 4 gets an announced date, I'm gonna see if I can play all the Witcher games.
All the Witcher games?
I love Fate.
That's like saying you want to play. So that means that when Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, you play all of the.
No. Because even Far Cry, right? If they announce Far Cry 7, I'm not gonna do all the Far Cry. They'll probably do like from 3.
You from 2. The one with the mosquitoes.
Yeah, exactly.
They can get malaria. Checking in, I'm on my break. Welcome. Does April, March? No, but April, May. I fixed your joke for you. It's better now. You're welcome. Why'd the music stop?
They make a 7th it's online. It's still playing. Wait, I reduced the volume so that we can't hear.
Oh, see? 7th what? Wait, 7th what? They didn't make a 7th. 7th what? Context. Give me context.
I think it's talking about Jordan.
It was 7th Jojo. I didn't even watch the first one. They should make another Edge Runners.
Yeah.
I want another Edge
Oh, Far Cry. Okay.
There's a 7th one?
They're working on a 7th one. I'm sorry, guys. Far Cry 6 is the one with Giancarlo. That was the last one.
Yeah.
I got released.
Yo, by the way, the finals, season 6 is coming out tomorrow, so y'all should go play that. It's free. It is single-handedly the best FPS game I've played in a very long time.
Is there a trailer?
For season 6? Hell yizzle. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. What? Oh. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
What? The finales.
Beep, beep, beep.
What the fuck is this?
Vignette.
What is it? Like a small.
Yeah, like
movie,
a small
yeah?
team.
Oh, Baby Brown just requested a if. Oh, do you have one?
If. No, I'm just kicking the mic for dramatic effect. Just have one. I'll just use it.
Did you press the button?
No.
What's wrong with you?
I don't even use that song anyway. Fuck, now you made me forget it. Okay. If you want to put the music in, put the music, but we can't hear it.
No, there's no point. I don't want copyright on it.
Yeah, true. If the center of the earth is hot, then why is the bottom of the ocean cold?
Mary, what's up? Why are you giving roses? Stop it.
How's the player
Stop
base? It's still
it.
crowded. It's still pretty live, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
There's about like 20 to 30,000 players now.
On the finals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least on
Steam.
On Steam. Oh. Yeah.
Beam, beam, beam. Yeah, almost 300K.
No,
Oh no, it's all time.
This is 24 on Steam. So yeah, it's still healthy.
Yeah. 13,000 is a lot of people. And this is just Steam.
Yeah. Right now, even.
Yeah, right now.
These
Like,
are
right now.
This is in the last 24 hours. So this is really healthy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still pretty good. Jump in, play the game. Play the game.
Twitch got 5,000 viewers right now.
I need more people to crush. Or I need people to crush me. I don't know where you guys stand on the entire thing, but like, yes. I need more people playing that game, dog. It's a very good game. And the devs are fantastic.
This is my brother. This is my older brother.
The devs are great. There's a minigun. They're giving us a minigun.
Yeah, I saw that. Actually, yeah, I wanted to let's watch that. Real
They're
quick.
giving us a goddamn minigun. Brother.
Do we practice? No, we kind of just do it. Yeah. Go for it. Anyway, let's
I'm not gonna be in this, am I? Oh,
You
yeah.
are. I made sure to pull it before because I made preparation. Oh shit! 1 second, chat. I didn't release you from your. There you go.
Season 6 is finally here, and I am pumped. We've got a whole lot to unpack. All courtesy of our beloved sponsors, Engimo, Osfuse, and our new partner in Powerhouse, Alpha Acta.
That's right, Scotty. Alpha Acta has come to shake things up in the arena with their heavily modified minigun. And let me tell
Yeah, the
you,
one that gives them-
Mini is doing some serious heavy lifting here because this beast is anything but small.
Spin it up, aim, and let it rain.
I imagine only heavy stuff.
But my personal favorite this season? The
Is it marksman rifle?
CBO-1, a lever-action marksman's rifle that hits like a truck.
And for the light build enthusiasts, say hello to your brand new tactical assault rifle.
Ah,
Firing and
Light got an
working
AR. I
performance
might
for
play the
quick
game now.
slots.
And if you want to sharpen those skills,
The new bots in the
Alpha Acta's
practice
got you
range, so
covered.
yeah, they're actually moving
Introducing their latest training bot, now in the practice range, with
that
a
the
more
gun?
lifelike
Yeah,
look
that's-
and movement.
Boy.
We've also revamped our seasonal progression.
There's progression
which
for
is
quick
now
play
live
now.
across all your favorite modes. Quick cash, power shift, terminal
They
attack,
suck up for shit
and
like
yes, even team deathmatch.
That's right,
And Team
TDM
Deathmatch is
fans,
staying,
and
yeah.
we're not just bringing it back, we're expanding it. Team Deathmatch is now available in Fortune Stadium, Seoul, and Las
Damn.
Vegas, as well as Horizon, Skyway Stadium,
Oh.
and Kyoto. Keep an eye out
Kyoto.
for even more mayhem, folks, thanks to our beloved sponsor Via for making it happen.
Via, it was CNS
And
who
moving on, for those who want the highlight,
What the
Streamer
fuck?
Mode is here. Plus, you can now mix, match, and design your own custom
Yeah, you can save
outfits.
your loadouts
Name your
now.
creations and swap them on the
You could
fly.
already do that, huh?
Yeah, you could
Also,
just
the
only, you can only
contestant
wear
flow
one.
has been given a massive update, including a new body type variant for the heavy, an expanded store,
Body
and a fresh battle pass.
So,
Okay, no, they might have me
check.
now.
New features, check. New progression, check. But
Yeah, I love
what's a
progression,
fresh
man.
season without talking about the arena, Scotty?
It says like you
Said it,
can't,
June.
you only,
Thanks
you
to
can
our
only go up,
virtual
so you can't go
architects,
down.
the
Like it
Las
doesn't
Vegas
decay.
arena
Oh,
has
okay,
been
okay.
reimagined
So it's like a badge.
Yeah,
basically.
but if you,
Shake up
obviously,
the
if you
action.
win more, you would go higher.
Yeah.
But we're not done yet. Power Shift is
Yeah, they
expanding across
updated
even
Las
more
Vegas,
arenas.
so now it's
New
inside.
strategies, new routes, same
They
high-stakes
killed it.
glory.
They killed it. I haven't seen it in game yet, but it looks.
And let's not forget private matches and spectator mode improvements. Now it's easier than ever to fine-tune your competitive experience.
And a heads up for
Oh,
the
okay.
most competitive contestants out there. Our first ever major is coming in season 8. The stakes higher
Major.
than ever.
Oh,
Yeah.
Stay
good for them.
Keep the cash flowing and
Yeah.
watch for more details in the coming months.
I would love to
Season
see what
6 is
pros
locked, loaded, and ready to
did.
blow the roof off.
Play Marvel Rivals. We do.
Contestants.
We do. That's nice.
I'm playing the fuck out of this.
I'm happy. I'm happy.
I'm playing the fuck out of this tomorrow, y'all.
I'm happy for them for that.
Playing the fuck out of this tomorrow. I'm so hyped. I haven't been hyped for a season of something in a while. Well, maybe Destiny, but then I didn't play it. So
Looks nice. So glad.
CNS are like I don't know if you know the CNS are like a hacker group.
So basically, they did the Sombra thing.
Yep. But obviously, they can't say hackers puts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a common game.
Marvel Rivals? Calming?
Marvel
Are we
Deep-
talking about the
So-
same game? I stopped playing that game because I was always stuck on support. And nobody would actually like.
You don't have to play support.
I know I don't have to, but then if I don't, nobody else will. And that's frustrating as hell.
I play Vanguard and I always have a decent team comp.
I never had one. Maybe now I would, but like.
Yeah, because just play. People will swap around, and if they don't, so you lose the game. Or, or you never know. You might be. I've won a game with all supports before. I've run a game with all supports. I've won a game with 3 supports, 3 DPS. Most of my games that I win is I'm solo Vanguard. That's the beauty of games like that. Is
Yeah, but that's when I was using
Kinda
Penny.
is.
I was using Penny. I was just parking the bus,
yeah, the Penny is ultra defensive character. So.
which works in my favor. Yay! Are we siblings? Sometimes depends on who asks.
Wow, 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 wow. Which one do we want to check out first? This one or this one? This is 7 minutes. This is 17 minutes.
This one. Same thing.
This one?
Yeah.
All right, chat. So Shadow is coming out tomorrow. We're gonna be playing that on stream. Let's find out what we're getting ourselves into.
Hey, we're back with another episode of Before You Buy, that show where we give you some straight up gameplay and our first impressions
nice.
of the latest games releasing. As usual, it's me, Jake, and today we're talking about Assassin's Creed Shadows. After years of waiting for the setting that everyone has been asking for and multiple delays, it's finally here. As the resident Assassin's
Nice.
Creed fan at GameRanks, I was able to put aside my
Nice all
nostalgia
over.
for
And
the
sure you
old
can,
style
yeah.
games and just jump into this head first. And I wasn't sure what to expect. Well,
Shout
here's
out.
the verdict up front.
Thanks
for
for
you
the
guys.
love.
And I'm sorry, it's just not that extreme, but it's the truth, or at least my truth here. It's that Assassin's Creed Shadows for me is just fine. For some people, fine is all right. For other people, fine just isn't quite good enough. Life might be too short to play a game that's just okay, I guess. And I fall in the latter camp. Now, have you ever played or watched something that you know is technically good, or it's an improvement upon a previous thing and doesn't do anything really egregiously wrong, but it still doesn't click with you? Something you
Egregiously
might
wrong.
mildly enjoy, but it's missing something where you may ultimately forget it over time? That's Assassin's Creed Shadows for me. Putting some of my personal whining aside for a second, the good news, it is an improvement upon Assassin's Creed Valhalla. From a technical standpoint, it's in way better shape performance-wise and glitch-wise. It has way better stealth, and the world is gorgeous and incredible. I really think the extra time in the development oven helped this one out. But unfortunately, repetitive quests and side activities, some weird design choices, and some real rough story sections unfortunately just drag it all down. When you don't care about the story and you start to feel like you've seen everything after the first 20 hours, you might end up just kind of feeling like you're just going through the motions, turning off your brain and just grinding through another big Assassin's Creed game
When we
until
play
you
the
stop
canon
and
mode,
ask
'cause that
yourself,
can be axed
what
to
for?
make
Still, it's an
decisions.
interesting game to talk about overall, and all this just comes down to your preferences. I know some people that put 200 hours into Valhalla and they loved every minute of it. So I might not be talking to that type of person, but either way, let's just dive in more. And just so you know, I've been playing a review copy, and this footage is spoiler free and is captured running on a PS5 Pro. Now, first things first, it's an Assassin's Creed game featuring 2 full main playable characters. Not just swapping between guy and girl, they have real, substantial, and distinct playstyles. This isn't like a Jacob and Evie Fry thing. This is like deliberate, and they really committed to 2 completely different feeling characters and playstyles.
Greetings from Germany,
So
how you
there's
doing?
Nawe, the shinobi stealth character, and Yasuke, the big, strong samurai. 2 complete polar opposite playstyles. Now, the game starts
Shout out
with
to
Nawe.
Eli. Thanks for
You
the
learn the
follow.
Thanks for
ropes
the
of the
follow,
world
appreciate
with
you.
her, and surprisingly, the game commits
Damn.
to not bring Yasuke fully into the
Whoa,
playable
is
fold
that-
until quite a few hours into the game, depending
that-
on how much you
what's her name?
explore and
Whoa.
mess with side quests first. So by the time you
Okay.
do
Oh, yeah,
finally
maybe,
get to
yeah.
play as Yasuke and switch to him whenever you want, he
Yeah.
just feels worlds different. Now, Nawe is fast, really fast. She runs around, she crouches, she slides, she grappling hooks, she assassinates, she parkours. She is the Assassin's Creed experience. Yasuke is powerful as
I've
hell.
never played Assassin's
He
Creed,
sprints
I think,
much slower, but he's larger. He can dash through doors. He can take a bunch of hits, deal a ton of damage. But he
That's
can barely do
hilarious.
any
The
assassin
timing.
stuff. And, he
After I
can't
just
really
finished yesterday.
climb very much. Sure, like I said, he can break through doors, but still, you're very limited in terms of just how
Yeah, it's
you
good. It
get
depends on
around.
which one you play.
This
but,
leads to
I
him
would
being
recommend
a ton of fun to play.
going
as
to
in
Trident
games
GC
where you
live
just
and
wanna
watching all the
heads, but it makes him far less enticing to.
I've played all the
play
games on
mainly
stream,
as you
and
ride
I'm going to be
around
playing
and
this one on
explore,
stream
because,
tomorrow.
like, when you
We're
can't
going to be
climb
posting
much
mods
in
of
an
the
Assassin's
old
Creed
old
game,
videos,
you really
so
have
you
a
can
hard
go watch
time
those and
getting
catch up if you
anywhere or
want to.
doing anything. So on the one hand, they committed to these
But why would I
characters
play
feeling
this sort of
starkly
Ghost of
different,
Tsushima
which
again?
is cool. I
Because
commend
Ghost
them
of
for that.
Tsushima
But on the
doesn't
other
shit
hand,
on this is
it just feels kind of forced and weird in certain moments.
Yeah, but like,
one of the main
the
ways you
Final Fantasy,
progress your character with
In
skill
terms of the
points is
fantasy,
exploring temples and climbing around
Why
to
would-
earn
why would
points.
you play
And
this
one of the
over
characters
Rise of
can't
Iron?
really do
Why
too
would you
much of
play-
this. They give Yasuke
That's-
his own
I don't
version
know
of
why
it,
I
but
would play
still,
this
it just
over
doesn't
Rise of
feel
Iron.
like
Because
enough.
it's a completely
So while they
different
made
story.
creative
This is not
choices
just
with
like
this
that.
and they stuck to their guns,
Yeah,
to
but
me,
gameplay-wise,
it can't
it
help
looks-
but
well,
feel
Yasuke
like
looks
trying to
awesome,
please
yeah.
everyone. You know, the sneaky assassins in Assassin's Creed fans and the newer fans who just
Hey!
love these massive big
He's
RPGs.
Never
and
mind.
killing
Like
dudes as
7
a
feet.
Viking or a Greek warrior previously. So for me, Yasuke was really fun in the select story missions and moments where you just needed to play as him. I actually really enjoyed him for that. The brutality, you know, his special abilities, his ranged abilities, and just really, really good gore and decapitations
Yeah,
made it, well, nice.
Wait, is his
moments.
sword
Now,
serrated in
on the
this
other hand,
case?
she's kind of more well built for
Okay,
what
then
these
there you go.
games
That's all
still
it is.
are. The running, the climbing, the jumping, the, climbing up towers and swan diving off, all that stuff. The stealth also, it's very, very good. It's still
also in this
Assassin's
game, you
Creed,
can
right?
break
So
the paper
it's still
walls, you
pretty
can turn
smooth
off
and
lanterns, you
streamlined
can
and simple,
barge through the
but
doors,
it just
you can
works
assassinate through the
well
doors.
here. You get the right amount of actually useful tools, no real filler
course, you
or
have the
fluff
booster
with
gamma.
them.
You don't
You
just
get
have
just
the
the right
katana
amount of
within.
hiding places, just to make it feel fresh enough for this series. Look, this series always gets flack for this, and this is still the case. Like, you'll still just sit and hide in a bush, and then you whistle, and then a dumb guy walks over and you stab him in the face, and you pull him into the bushes with you. But they introduce clever, creative ways to kind of keep you on your toes. Like some enemies just being able to see you coming a bit better. Some challenging combat, and cool tricks like some interior areas having like shinobi-proof floors and traps that make noises and alert
Yeah, that
people
they
you're
creak.
trying to sneak up on. You can also hold the crouch button and go completely prone and just crawl
So you
around,
can
kind
also
of like Last of
apparently-
Us style. It's only
Oh.
really needed in very specific instances,
Oh,
but
that's
still
cool.
it's nice to have, and I think it's a good addition to the series. I do
Looks like
miss
Sekiro.
social stealth, but I'm glad they didn't just toss some of it in here in a half-ass way like Valhalla did. It's honestly the best stealth in these newer games, I guess, since Assassin's Creed Origins. So I'm giving it a lot of credit for
I was
that.
skeptical before the
Has
last
some
couple
issues,
days.
like
Now
when
this
you go
game
to
is
some of the
awesome. Yeah.
smaller interiors and the towers, the controls get really fiddly and the camera can get stuck and screw you up. But otherwise, it's all pretty good. It's no Splinter Cell Chaos
Just
theory,
break
but
the
I think
door.
it saved the game for me personally. It's also way better with the difficulty turned up. Just a heads up for some of you. Unfortunately, what you're actually doing can dry up after a while. A lot of encounter areas and bases just start to feel familiar, and you get into that rinse-repeat mode. It's a big world filled with things to do, but you only occasionally find real, genuine surprises. Something that delights you or just changes things up. They are here. They are deep in this world. You just gotta dig for them. The main stuff and the main side quests on the surface just aren't very enticing. This is because the objectives usually boil down to something extremely simple, like get this item or kill everyone here. And with a game so fluid and accessible and trying to please everyone
Assassin's
here,
Creed
it
7 and
doesn't
Dark
really
Ages?
ever want
Isn't
to
that
put
like
too many walls
most of
or
them?
limiters to shake things up very
I mean,
much.
it's like
A lot of the
medieval.
game is
Yeah.
structured around
There's
groups.
like
Isn't that
chain
AC?
armor.
Isn't that AC
Side
one?
groups
No,
of
conceptually,
people that need to be
conceptually,
completed.
aesthetically,
Each
yes. but
requires a mission or a handful of missions to actually find out where they are and
Reminds
meet
me
up
of Kingdom
with them and
Come
take them out.
Deliverance, but like
This is
Assassin's Creed.
great
Oh, okay.
when, say, there's a select handful
like-
of evil bad guys
I
at
wouldn't
the
say
top
England,
that
but
you
like England.
slowly get to know and figure
Knights
out
and
over the
shit.
course of the game. We've seen it in other games, and we've
know
definitely
what I
seen it in
realized?
other Assassin's
They-
Creed games, but The way it's paced here and how both the side and main stuff is often structured like this, like everything, it just leads to you not really caring much about your target. You're not spending too much time, or when you are, it's just few and far between or scattered. It's just really, really muddled, and it's hard to stay interested. And I say that as a bad thing because, well, the game does double down on storytelling. Lengthy dialogue sequences and surprisingly long cutscenes show the game is really committed to it. Unfortunately, nearly all of it fell flat for me, mostly because of the voice acting. You encounter dozens and dozens of characters on your adventure, and only a small select few had voice acting that didn't get on my nerves. Corny dialogue writing mixed with awkward voice acting is just not enjoyable, especially when the game has lots to talk about. Now, I can shrug that off in a lot of other games or situations, but unfortunately, the two main leads here also fall into that camp. Just stiff, awkward, dare I say, rizless people that I found really hard to care about. And you're going to be spending a lot of time with them. Naoi's story is a bit generic, where Yasuke's at least actually has some interesting flavor to it. The game has some really cool moments and a few good story sequences that are just peppered throughout and surrounded by a bunch of way more bland, way less excitingly directed stuff. All that stuff gets in the way of a few really cool moments that make the game really feel like a proper Assassin's Creed game. All of that good, solid stuff is buried in hours and hours of stuff that, frankly, I found boring. Long dialogue sequences about characters that
It's
don't
reminding me
matter,
of Valhalla
like
too
moves
much.
on from. And again, stiff characters just really hurt the experience. I want a story to chase. I want a vibe or a feeling to play through. I want to see what's going to happen at the end of stories. That's why I play through them, but I didn't really get any of that here. What I did get, sort of, is this world. It is absolutely staggering and gorgeously detailed. Think Ghost of Tsushima, but like with way, way more people living there. Higher population. Big cities, castle towns, fishing villages, woodsy hunter encampments, all peppered through a big and very varied map. This Japan feels alive and compelling and really is just
because now they've
straight up
even
awesome.
got like
Finding a temple in the
NPCs.
mountains as the sun sets is
Enemy
stunning.
NPCs that are like
Slicing away through a bamboo forest in a foggy morning is badass and beautiful. Leaping from a castle in the snow or sneaking
can
through a
literally,
village lit
like,
by candle in
build
the
yourself,
pitch
stay in
black
the shadows.
darkness of the night. It's all just really cool shit. The detail and the
night,
art
you're really hard
direction
to-
gives life and legit detail to a virtual Japan, while also still
At this point, I just want them
preserving
to
some of its
sell
more
it to a company that will
mysterious,
use it, 'cause,
ethereal
yeah.
beauty. I don't know if like the map had to be this big.
It's not a
There are still
Tsushima
plenty of
knockoff.
stretches where it's
That's
just
not-
like mountains
that's
or
not
endless
accurate.
trees
Tsushima
with
knockoff is
nothing really
crazy.
else going on.
Tsushima is a
but still,
knockoff of
it all
Assassin's
collectively
Creed.
just makes it all feel like a big, massive. and
Then
actually
Tmrw, thanks for
real
stopping by. Take
convincing
care of
place,
yourself.
especially with seasons.
Goodbye.
ya.
So as you progress, seasons naturally change. The refreshing alerts and wanted status and giving you a few extra things to consider. Snow can be deep and slow you down, for instance. But the visual change-ups are really awesome.
Bro, sounds like
Being
he just
wanted
woke
in a
up and
whole
made his
area of the
bed.
map is still chaotic, and especially the guys that chase you this time around, they are like really over the top and actually pretty cool. But the visual change-ups really are the thing here. It's awesome. It's a great way to pace the game because once you start getting bored of looking at it one way, it nearly completely changes to something else. The looks are over the top and just really nice looking. You know, they're not perfect. Every so often you'll come across a perfectly blossoming, beautiful, bright spring tree in the middle of winter, but it really is a hell of
Oh, maybe
a
he
technical
maybe he
accomplishment
jumped out.
here.
Okay,
And that
I'll-
goes for the rest of it.
I'll let
because
this
I
slide.
can only speak from my
Maybe he wasn't trying to
experience
jump
playing on PS5, but it all ran decent.
Yay!
That's like a good like 10,
I
15
didn't
feet.
encounter any bugs or weird glitches or crashes.
die.
as I played through. Combat is a fairly simple affair.
If
A
someone
few
has a
He's
Straight-
kicking you with that foot. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
I hit my
attacks
car.
and dodges and perfect time parries. You can call in allies for quick little assists, almost Brotherhood style, like having an ally stealth kill an enemy from a nearby bush, or have a heavy character jumping in to help
Disney
fight.
Fire System.
You also have your own special abilities mapped to holding the
just like
trigger and
Super, yeah.
pressing a button, like a big powerful lunge,
Where you can
a
actually
multi-hits,
time-
like, you know, pretty straightforward stuff.
Yeah, I forgot
And really,
about
the
that.
combat overall here is straightforward if you played Valhalla or Odyssey. It's in a similar vein, but here, the clash of swords is very satisfying, and the gore is actually really, really good. Heads lop off and blood sprays on walls. And the player attack animations are pretty
Oh.
great, no matter what weapon you're using. Now, in terms of progression, the skill tree is broken out into different weapon types, tools, and assassin skills. You level up and earn points to spend to unlock things in these different trees, and they work well and good enough. You know, game-changing abilities and better use of tools, or just a melee damage
is where
increase.
me personally,
Either
I was like,
way,
okay, this
the
does look
types
very
of things you unlock are very useful, and it just feels pretty good to acquire them. Unfortunately, better and better skills are actually locked behind knowledge rank tiers that you gotta open up first, and those
back to
require
knowledge.
separate points to earn. The easiest and main way to earn them is by exploring and doing stuff. Archery challenges and little different meditative things for Yasuke, or finding shrines and temples and exploring them for Nawe. These places either require you to pick up X number of hidden things, like find 3 hidden scrolls, or pray at 4 different altars with this long pray animation, or engage in a couple of kind of meditative style but frustrating mini games. And frankly, this stuff
Kinda
is just
crazy how
not
fast it
thrilling.
actually is.
I like that they want you to
Ubisoft has said that
explore
she's the fastest
and really
so far.
see these locations they created, but it's not all as meditative as I think they were trying to go for. I just want to get the points so I can unlock a new sword attack, please. Unfortunately, this kind of deterred me from pursuing knowledge ranks for a while in my playthrough. I went through like half of the game with only one special ability attack for one of the characters, and I fared just fine. Oh, eventually I did slog through them to get better, but it just wasn't that
this is a
fun
higher level.
earning those knowledge
No, he has
ranks.
a quick
It
three.
felt like a
Doesn't
lot of
sound
things
very
in the game.
enthusiastic.
Busy work and a grind. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is you're also building out your own home base, a hideout, like Valhalla, but more customizable here. Building a workshop to craft and upgrade your weapons, rooms to hold allies and gain extra scouts to use in the field, and just kind of have some fun customizing. I put dogs and cats everywhere and cool statues I found out in the wild. Come to think of it, actually, fun loot comes kind of few and far between. When it is good, like a white sword or a cool spooky mask. But the stuff you get more regularly is fun things to place around your hideout, and I really like that. I guess technically it's not the longest of these modern AC games, but you're definitely going to be able to spend a ton of time in it, probably at least like 70 hours if you love it all and want to check a lot of boxes off. But towards the end of the story, which clocks in at about 35 to 45 hours depending on how you play, I was already pretty checked out. Bland characters and rinse and repeat missions and bases really dried up my goodwill as a player. The awesome story stuff, I'm glad it's trickled in there, but is it worth the grind? That's gonna be up to you. I might be in the minority with this one. I know I've complained quite a bit. Hey, I can't always
So
steer
far
you
he
right.
is,
That's why I always
from what
recommend
I've
to
heard.
watch other reviews too, but all I can
But,
do is talk about my
yeah,
experience
so-
playing it, and that's a before you buy. You know how this goes by now. I give you some pros, some cons, and some personal opinion, and now I want to hear yours down in the comments. It seems like when you look online in the gaming world, it's either people's like most anticipated game ever, or the worst game to ever exist in humanity. I think the reality is probably a little less extreme, so let me know in the comments what you think about this game. Are you looking forward to it? Have
I
you
think
been
the
waiting
reality
for
is
an
probably a
Assassin's
little
Creed
less
game
extreme.
in Japan? Do you like Tenchu as much as I do? Is that maybe clouding your judgment on all of this? I don't know for sure. Look, let's talk anything Assassin's Creed Shadows down in the comments. If you like this video and maybe just seeing some gameplay,
Honestly,
and
I
stuff
mean,
like
I
that,
like.
just
Well,
help out,
those first of
inform
all,
your
he's
decision.
writing somebody that's
Clicking
way
the
higher
like
level
button
than
helps us.
Mm.
out.
him.
Okay? But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys.
But to me,
next
it feels like I just appreciate that it's not. You kind of have to think about what you're doing now, like, the same way you kind of have to think of what you're doing with Mirage. So that alone for me is appreciated. And apparently, yeah, there's 3 levels of stealth, and the highest level is apparently the most interesting because the cone of vision of enemies is heightened. So where they would on normal they would see you like on this plane, on the higher difficulty they'll see like
Vertically.
vertically as well. So you have to like make use of the prone thing when you're on buildings and stuff. So I think I might play it that way.
It kind of. It didn't do. It didn't make me want to play it. This video did not make me want to play it. This video did not make me want to play it. I know he doesn't. I don't expect him to like give a score or anything, but like still, it was like And that's why I try to stay away from these videos because a lot of them just turn into like word salad after a while. Cause like I love the beginning where he was like, "Oh, it's fine." It was like okay, but then he continued to explain what it was, and then I'm just like, okay.
This guy made an hour. People mentioned. Oh my gosh! Wow. Okay. Critics story most reliable. A return to form, as I said. It's like with Velguard. I think that people who think this is a great game are the same kind of people who think gas stations are shit. Wow. I think this game doesn't inspire fun. Really? Huh. Very Japanese door that has used faulty. Yeah. Third big game in the series. Maybe she wants to make. Okay. Alright. I guess this is the issue with this game. Like, yeah, it's going to be very hard to find
AC Shadows
objective.
It's sitting at like 82, 83
Opinion.
on Metacritic, just about there. Pretty much exactly where you'd expect. It's like a solid B, I think, for most people. You know, it's like a B, B minus. And I think that that's probably fair. There's things I really like about it that, you know, the new direction they're taking it specifically away from Valhalla.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
This is in many ways the anti-Valhalla game, which I can appreciate. You know, I can appreciate that. But at times, you know, as with anything, when you're trying to trim fat, sometimes you accidentally trim some of the meat as well. And I think they did that in a few spots here as well. I think they tried really hard to go more focused, to whittle it down into core components, and not just have, like, you know, the popcorn bucket of nonsense that Valhalla was. And so, as a result, the game is much more focused. It's much tighter in terms of what you're tasked with doing at moment to moment. But similar to Mirage, yeah. I mean, it's similar in that they were not trying to make this the everything game. Because Valhalla kind of just turned into a weird single-player MMO kind of game. Like, it played like an MMO, but it was single-player. It was just weird. But it meant that you ended up with a bunch of systems that weren't really fleshed out, and they were fine, like fine little mini games, but not much beyond that. But in this case, it's much more focused. I just think at times they probably trimmed too much. I still insist, and I beg and plead if any Ubisoft developers ever see this, please add back in the ability to toggle from day to night and night to day, but most importantly, day to night. Because doing stealth missions and breaking into castles and stuff to collect loot and kill bosses and stuff, that is super fun and super cool at night. At 10 in the morning, it's not that fun. It just isn't. So allow players to shift forward to nighttime when they want to for those missions.
Literally live edits. Well, that's what the thing is for.
To just be able to freely do that, because then they'll put it at nighttime 24/7. I get that. Make it like expensive. Make them spend 2 scouts to like keep watch while you rest and wait for nightfall. Do something like that. But I think that would make a big improvement. That would help a lot. But having said that, it plays very, very differently. It's much more slow and methodical, and so I think a lot of like the ADHD brain players that liked how much hand-holding there was with Valhalla, that liked how guided and overwhelming the map was, because there was always a little piece of candy, they probably won't like Shadows that much, because Shadows is very intentionally not throwing a ton of garbage all over. It's much more precise. And there's still stuff to be found, even in spots that don't have POIs, but you have to go and look for those. You have to go and find them and seek them out, or stumble across them more likely, which I love. But I know that people that really love checklist-style game design might not like that. So that's one thing that
why would you
be aware of. Is that
I guess
it's just
when you have a list
different. It's very, very different. So I would expect like some diehard Valhalla fans probably don't like Shadows, frankly. But I started like 5 to 10 hours in. Really, I don't know what we're doing here. I'm not sure. But after I got to about the dozen-hour mark and I really started to get a feel for the combat systems, I really cranked the difficulty up and pushed myself to be more intentional with stealth and things like that. I actually started to really dig it. It's still got plenty of problems, plenty of things I would change. The writing is pretty dry. Yasuke, I still insist. I don't know why I know why he's in the game. I don't think his inclusion in the game adds anything of like major substance. I think
That's what
the
I'm.
fact
And that's
that
what's
they
pissing me
had
off.
spent so
now.
much time
Is when they
working on him as a
revealed that,
character
like,
probably took away.
you know, he
from
has
how
no
cool
eagle vision.
Nahue
No, but
could
he
have
said
been.
that he's.
And she
that's what
already
the other video
plays.
said. He said that he's good in his sections. So like, and they said every review that I've seen so far is like he's a fully fledged character. So like he has a reason for being there. It's just if you want to do the Assassin's Creed shit,
He's not doing.
he's not doing.
Yeah, he has no eagle vision.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's really fair. I think that makes that's. In fact, if they do it properly, I think that's huge. Because then it's blending what's the fuckery that Valhalla was.
Instead of like an everyman.
Yeah.
Because that was what I was saying in the end of my Valhalla review was like, I never felt any danger that that Ava was going to die or anything, because Ava just seemed to be able to do everything as well as good as the game allowed. Because obviously there was no like stealth, but like could stealth, could do archery. Turns out it's part god, so like literally. So like I don't know.
Probably like with the coolest animations, the coolest.
I mean, yeah, and it's not
parkour
a
abilities and stuff that we've seen in
It's
a
not
long
a
time in the franchise.
Syndicate situation.
And she could have
There's
been
that too.
even cooler.
Because
if they had
Syndicate
spent
2,
all their effort
I just felt like
on
playing
Nahue.
Eevee more.
And it's not because I have some weird hate
Eevee-
for Yasuke. It's just that he is literally not an assassin. He doesn't have a hidden blade. He can't parkour. He can't use eagle vision. Like, he literally is not an assassin, but he's a protagonist in an Assassin's Creed game. Not in a cool, like, we're flipping it on its head like Hatham or like AC Rogue. It's not like that. It's just that he's just not an assassin, and he's just always there. So I think that there's things I would change, but on the whole, I think AC Shadows is definitely a step in the right direction. Specifically, that it is stepping away from Valhalla.
Yeah, but we
and
keep
is
saying
going
that though.
back to a focus
So when
on
are we going to
stealth
get to
and-
the right direction?
Well, it's not perfect. I still think it's good. Is it enough to like magically save a multi-billion-dollar corporation?
So, like,
Time will tell. I mean,
How
it really
long are we
comes
going to
down
keep stepping into the
you
right
know,
direction?
sales
When are we going to
and
get
how
there?
many people actually convert from the reviews to purchasing it. Time will tell. My prediction has been for a long time, like months and months, that there's not much that Ubisoft can do to change their destiny, because I think they've just dug themselves into a hole, and it's the management that's primarily the problem. And that doesn't magically get fixed when you have a good game or a solid release. The people are still, investors especially, will still be upset with the management. You know, you can't just have one solid release and make investors forget about 5 years of mismanagement.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work that way. So I still think
True.
that we'll see like some partner deal between Ubisoft and Tencent, some corporate shakeup in one way or another by probably the end of this year. But, you know, this is not, I think, the disaster that some hardcore Ubisoft haters were hoping for. You know, this is not the
Wake up.
the 5 out of 10
Fuck, I hate
bomb
this
that
$1
some
billion
people
company,
just
bro.
assumed it would
I
be.
can't wait for their downfall.
It's a good game. It's not perfect. There's things I would change, but it's a good game. And especially if you like what you hear about it, then I think you will enjoy it. There's some outlets that are giving it like perfect scores and are saying that it's the best AC game since Black Flag. And which is funny because this is not from the Black Flag team. That's particularly funny to me. But you know, there's other people that are giving it more of like 7, 8 out of 10 scores. Some people are giving it the 3 out of 5 stars and are just not clicking with it. But on the whole, it does seem like the consensus is that it's a good game. You know, for some people, it's even a great game. And for me, I think it's a good game. It's just got a few problems, and I think that they can sort through them in later, you know, DLCs and updates and things. But for what it is right now, I think it's a good game. Just please, if you take nothing else from this, crank the difficulty. Like, please crank the difficulty. You will thank me so much. Do not play this game on casual or on whatever the default difficulty is. Crank it. Crank it.
I bet, yeah.
But then if you crank it, wouldn't they just turn into bullet sponges?
I will play it tomorrow and let you know.
Hopefully you can play it.
Yeah, I hope that it's... See, it's here already. But I hope that it's like a 12 a.m. situation and not like a... Let me actually check that out now. And not like a... Not like a... Oh, you have to wait for the time in your time zone. Yeah. Because in that case, I would actually pull it up now. States. Oh. It's releasing at 2 a.m.
Like today.
Yeah, like in 3 hours.
Oh, I was looking at the. Oh. I was looking at Warsaw.
Yeah, like. It's releasing.
I don't know why I thought like it was.
Yeah. It's really tiny. 2 a.m. GST. That's our local time. Yeah. So on Steam it'll be 8 a.m. On consoles it's 12 a.m. Oh shit! So you had it on PS5. Wow, that's impressive. Shit, chat. Am I about to?
Yeah, until next month. I guess it's.
I mean, that was. Wait, but don't we have access to Ubisoft Connect on consoles or no? I don't think so. I don't have money anymore. I was gonna say I would have bought it on Steam. And even if I buy it on Steam, you can't play it when I play. But yeah, so I'm tempted, man. I'm thinking finna try it and just pretend like I ain't seen none of it in front of y'all. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Because Chad, I've been waiting for this game, man.
I think maybe open it and then run the benchmark test.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, at least. Oh yeah. Yeah. Why not?
After Wukong. Well, that was, I mean, different computer entirely.
Yeah.
Still.
But also, we ran Wukong on this, so that ran pretty well. I don't think it can get much worse than that. You want to sign off?
What time?
10 after 11.
10 after 11?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess we can sign off. It's fine. We came in, we talked shit.
We're here for an hour.
Watched a bit of videos here and there. And yeah.
So is there anything happening on Friday?
Friday, no. We'll see. I mean, because if you're streaming,
I haven't decided whether or not I want to do back to back.
that's my thing. Because if you're streaming, Shadows tomorrow, you might want to just continue it on the day after.
Yeah, but I said I won't do more than 2 or 3 days in a row of Shadows, so that we don't spam. Because I know people are tired of seeing me play. I don't even know. Since you're here, even help me disagree. Help me plan it in front of everybody else. Would it make sense for me to do like The Last of Us or like another big game while playing Shadows? I feel like that might be too much information.
Maybe smaller games, yeah, like shooters. Maybe like Marvel Rivals, like.
Oh no, shooters and Fortnite, all this stuff is a given. Yeah. But I want to do.
It doesn't make any sense for you to do 2 stories at the same time.
Well, I mean. Yeah, but like for example, Shadows, right? I'm just gonna,
Bomboclats.
I'm just gonna like power through. So not power through. I'm gonna like take my time with it. I'm not gonna like rush to the story like the other ones.
Yeah, but you're gonna jump. But you can't. I don't think you should jump between story games like that, though, right? Because like if you're
that's
doing
what I'm
this,
thinking. It might be a lot of attention.
And then how are you gonna keep track of all of them?
No, just 2 for now.
No, like in terms of you and chat, how do you both of you keep track of both of them at the same time?
Okay.
And then the situation happens where like you play it and then someone else. Yeah.
Fair.
What's happening over here?
Let's just ignore it. Somebody's trying to get their attention. Alright then. Yeah, I think we're gonna close out. Mary, go back to sleep. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Tomorrow, we're gonna have a much longer stream. We're gonna have a much. Woo! If it comes out at 2, then it means we can get right into it. She said no.
Are you starting early?
I think I should.
It started like
2, brother. Like I'm chilling, man. I'm gonna chill. See what that's about. Run a benchmark tech. Let me support y'all. Then go to Twitch. Go to Twitch to support. But we're closing out anyway. We're closing out right now. This is Brandon. Thank you for joining. Appreciate each and every one of you. I'm sorry it's quite a short stream, but tomorrow we're gonna have a long one. Big. And chat, just letting you guys know that since we are done with our challenge, there's going to be a lot more diverse content coming out on streams. We're going to be doing more like chill streams like this where we just chat and talk about nothing
We're not on a time
and
limit.
vibe with you guys because we're not on a time limit.
I
We're
think,
kind
yeah,
of,
if we're not, if like we do day 1, day 2, and we don't get it right, we just do this.
yeah, and we don't have we don't really have a schedule, but we're trying to be on like every day, every other day.
Yeah.
So I mean, stay tuned. Now you don't have any excuse. You can stream now. Go and
Yeah,
play.
exactly.
Go and play something.
4 times a week, baby.
And yeah, we can set up the living room.
You know, just Sunday.
I don't know about that.
Just see.
Anyway, peeps, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us. Appreciate each and every one of you. Came through, dropped gifts, commented, shared,
Nice
liked,
short
everything. Tomorrow, AC Shadows, bright and early. Put on notifications, join the
Sheesh.
Discord, stay tuned.
Been walking to the woods since September. Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
and now we're finally here, man. I'm excited to see what the game is about. I hope it runs good. I hope it plays good. I hope it's a fun game. Guys, thank you, and have a good one. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Goodbye. Woo.